time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Storytime. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. As always, I am so glad to be here with you with another story to share, another lesson to have together. And yes, hope and inspiration await us from THERESA, TRINDER and Grant SNIDER as they bring us There Is a Rainbow. Yes, indeed, there is a rainbow. And this one is published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them for allowing us to share this story right here on Storytime. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Please, as always, let me know where you're joining in from or where you're watching from, whether you're watching a recording or you're live with us at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Please do let us know so we know we feel the love out there. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, and I am so glad to be here with you. Yes, indeed, there is a rainbow. It's been quite an 18 months that we've had, and yes, lots and lots of things happening, but we are still here. We are still powering through together. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime, and I hope that you are ready for this inspiring book right here. And yes, I hope that you're ready to be uplifted and feel a little bit better. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Good morning to you, Ellen Edwards in Chicago. Always appreciate you. Thank you. Anna Lima in Evanston, Illinois. Thank you so much. Nathan and Sarah, and of course Amanda West. Thank you for always joining in on Storytime. Baby Bia and Amanda Woltman out in Seattle. Thank you for joining us. Marlon, Nate, good morning to you. How are you doing today? And of course, good morning to you, Abraham in San Leandro. How are you? And thank you so much, Noctula out in Baltimore, for joining us. Thank you so much for being here. I am super glad to be here with you. Let us get started with our story for today. There is a rainbow. Yes, indeed. Let's find out what this one is all about. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. I hope you're ready. There is a rainbow. Yes, indeed. Read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. There is a rainbow, written by THERESA, TRINDER and illustrations by the amazing Grant SNIDER. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's get started with our story for today. There is a rainbow. A big hug to each and every one of you that is joining in right now. All right, here we go. There is a rainbow. Written by THERESA, TRINDER and illustrations by Grant SNIDER. Read with permission and published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. All right, here we go. And just also out here it is, this book is inspired by a multitude of rainbows found in the windows of homes around the world following the COVID-19 lockdown. This uplifting picture book shares a message of hope and resilience that is truly timeless. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for that. Here we go. There is a rainbow, written by THERESA TRINDER, and illustrations by Grant SNIDER, and read with permission by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. All right. A story has a beginning and an end. There is a here, there is a there. Yep. There is a here, there is a there. And there is something in between. Oh. On the other side of the screen, what could be there? What is on the other side of the screen? Mr. Lumada? There is school. There is a school. Yes. Remember when school was like this? Maybe for some of you it's still like this, right? Oh. On the other side of a window, what is on the other side of the window? Ah, there is a neighborhood. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and thank you to our heroes. And let's remember to continue the fight for racial justice. Black Lives Matter. We've got this. Stay safe and keep that hope alive. On the other side of the street, what is on the other side of the street? Well, there is help. Yeah. On the other side of town, what is there? Well, there is a voice. And I hope you've been able to stay in touch with your loved ones. On the other side of a river, what is there? Well, on the other side of a river, there is light. Yes, 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 there is light. On the other side of a mountain, guess what? There is a path. Yeah. On the other side of sadness, what is there? There are hugs. On the other side of sadness, there are hugs. On the other side of a storm, what could be there? There is a rainbow. Yes, indeed. On the other side of today, well, there is tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful, beautiful story. Yes, indeed. And we're reminded there that we're in this together. And of course, saying thank you indeed to our, our heroes, the health workers, all the people working in the stores, the post people, and everybody that plays a part in making our communities better. Thank you so much. And yes, we would not be getting through this without those people doing their work and just keeping us all safer, a little bit safer, and definitely taking care of us when needed. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime. There is a rainbow. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever we're going through, it shall pass. So let us keep that hope alive. Let us keep being the best selves, the best version of ourselves, and keep making this world beautiful. Thank you so much, THERESA, TRINDER, and of course, beautiful illustrations by Grant Snider for this wonderful, wonderful book. And of course, Chronicle Books for allowing us to share it here on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it at your local library. I hope you find it at your school library, and of course, everywhere else that you get books. Thank you so much for joining in. And I just thought as I was going through, I was like, let me just, I wanted to share this part as well, because when you take off the sleeve, the book has that and says, there is a rainbow. We've got this. Stay safe. And of course, at the back, thank you to our heroes. And let's remember, every story has a beginning and an end. And whatever we're going through right now shall definitely come to pass. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. I hope that book has just warmed your heart, given it a hug, and made you feel good. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime. This has been Storytime for this week. A wonderful lineup that we had together, celebrating going back to school. And as you can see too in this book, there was definitely going back into the school for tomorrow. And I hope that for you as well, you get to go back and safely, of course. And hope the authorities will keep in mind the safety first and keep guiding us so that we can be better and see a better tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love this book. And this has been the lineup that we had for you this week. We started off on Monday with All Are Welcome. Yes, you all are welcome. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's wonderful. It is that diversity. It is the difference that makes us great together. So thank you so much for joining in for that one. And then we had Over the Moon. Yes, a beautiful one for parents. A reminder indeed that we're nourishing our little ones, and one day they will need to fly away and do their thing, but it remains beautiful, beautiful indeed. And hopefully that we've done enough to prepare them for this world. And of course, we went on to read Follow the Moon, and we followed those little activists out there. Beautiful work that they did, and I hope that it left you inspired and thinking of what you can do in your community to make it better. And then on Thursday, we had A Friend for Henry. Yesterday, A Friend for Henry, which was wonderful indeed as well. A great reminder. Making friends is never easy, and of course, thinking particularly of our friends on the autism spectrum and thinking how we can help, or indeed how we can be understanding, learning, understand, so that we know how we can play a part as well. So thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And then of course today we ended with There Is a Rainbow. Absolutely wonderful book. There Is a Rainbow, written by THERESA, TRINDER, and illustrations by Grant Snider, and of course read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Oh my goodness, what a week we've had. Much love from me. Hugs and kisses to each and every one of you. I absolutely miss being live with you all the time, but we'll be back together. And do join me on Sunday, particularly as we do Ice Cream Sunday. Join me for that one. A great story, and of course also just a wonderful conversation together. Thank you for being here on Storytime today. I hope you have a wonderful day where you are, you and your loved ones and everyone in the community. And if it is like out here, like in Oakland, I hope it is warm and nice and you get to enjoy it. All right, enjoy your day. Thank you for being here on Storytime. I appreciate you spending some time here with me on Storytime. You could be doing other things, but here for a story and for learning together and for encouraging each other, and yes, indeed, inspiring each other into tomorrow. All right, have a lovely, lovely weekend. As you can see, I'm even just not wanting to go because I'm enjoying the time we have together. Thank you so much as always. I will see you next week with more story time. Yes, we're back in school. I'm back in school. Wish us well, wish us safety, and we'll be doing the same for you. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. I will see you tomorrow on Monday. Bye-bye. Or Sunday, actually. Oh my goodness. Yes, mixing up my days. I will see you on Sunday for Ice Cream Sunday, and then we'll be back on Monday with the full Storytime lineup. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite story. smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. I'm with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.